welcome to Groverley State School and to Story Time with me, Mr. O'Brien. In today's story, I'm going to need some special things to help me tell it. I'm going to need an orange piece of paper and a pair of scissors. Let's begin. This story is about a little witch. When I say she's little, she's only this big. And she had a little cat. When I say he is little, he's only this big. The story happens on Halloween night, which should really have been the most fun night of a whole year for a little witch and her little cat. But this little witch and this little cat, they were not happy at all. You see, they'd run out of money and they'd been kicked out of their house. They had nowhere to live on Halloween night. They were walking down the street feeling very sorry for themselves. The little witch said, "Little cat, what are we going to do?" And the little cat said, "Meow," which was cat talk for, "I don't know, I'm just a little cat." And the little witch said, "Little cat, this is really, really bad." And the little cat said, "Meow," which meant, "Yes, it is." Now, it was a very, very windy Halloween night. The wind was blowing the clouds across the moon. It was rattling the leaves in the trees. It was swishing the little cat's skirt and flipping the little cat's fur. It was blowing so strongly that down the street, crash! It blew over a rubbish bin, and one piece of rubbish, an orange piece of paper, got picked up in the breeze and began to float up the street, getting closer and closer and closer to the little witch until, boom! It popped her right in the head. The poor woman, it was not a good night for her at all. But the moment that happened, the little witch had an amazing idea. She said, "Little cat, I know exactly where we're going to live." And the little cat said, "Meow," which meant, "What are you talking about, witchy?" And she said, "Watch this." She took the piece of paper and she folded it in half, just like this. And then she said, "Little cat, what sort of house should we live in?" And the cat thought and said, "Meow," which was cat talk for igloo. Living in an igloo? What a fantastic idea, little cat. So she took out her magic scissors, snicker-snee, and she cut the shape of an igloo just like this. Snip, snip, snippity, snip, snip. And there was their brand new igloo house. Ta-da! But then the little cat said, "Meow," which was cat talk for, "Sorry, witchy, not to cat-splain to you, but how are we supposed to get in?" "Oh! I forgot the door," said the little witch. "Oh dear, I'm so sorry, cat. I've been under a lot of pressure lately." She did a snip and a snip and a snip, and she cut a door that was just the right size for her. Because remember, she was only this big. And there was their igloo house with a door for the witch. But then the little cat said, "Meow," which meant, "What about me?" "Oh! I forgot the cat door," said the witch. "I am so sorry, little cat." She took her scissors again, and just next to her door, she cut a little door that was just the right size for him. Because remember, he is only that big. And there was their igloo house with a door for the witch and a door for the cat. But then the little cat said, "Meow," which was cat talk for, "How are we supposed to even see out?" "No! I forgot the window," said the little witch. "Oh, I'm so sorry, little cat. Hey, you thought of living in an igloo, which I think is such a great idea. Tell me, what sort of window should we have? And the little cat thought and said, meow, which was cat talk for triangle. Living in an igloo with a triangle window? Oh, you are such a creative cat. I should call you CC, creative cat. And there was their igloo house. It had a door for the witch, a door for the cat, and a tiny triangle window for them to see out. But then, do you remember how I said it was a windy night? Well, the wind began to blow again. And it began to shake the little house. And rattle the little house. And rock the little house. And suddenly, the house popped open and turned into a jack-o'-lantern or a pumpkin head, which was actually the best place for a little witch to live on Halloween night. She moved in with her little cat, and if nothing's changed, she's still living there to this day. And that is the end of the story. My friends, I hope you enjoyed today's story, and I hope to see you soon at Grovely State School. I've been Mr. O'Brien, and this has been Grovely's Storytime. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.